All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel. Don't wait. I'm Tyler. I wanted this video to be kind of about my current stats, my weight, the supplements that I take, and the things that I'm doing in my life to try to improve for the most part. Like I always say, this is a quick disclaimer. Anything that I provide in this video is always for my own personal use of medical TRT from a doctor. I'm not promoting in any way using any type of steroids or testosterone if you don't need it medically. So currently, this isn't gonna change. I've been like this for a while now. I'm 5'11". At the moment, I weigh 172 pounds. I did get up to 180. I was kind of doing the old dirty bulk where I was just eating everything for weeks and weeks and weeks on end, just trying to raise my caloric intake every day. And I didn't like where I was. I was very, very, very bloated looking, a lot of water retention, which can happen on testosterone in the first place. I didn't like that look. I didn't have that definition that I've always had, being, fairly lean. So I've kind of been cutting back on my calories. I've been trying to use some of the advice that I get from old Coach Gregs Doucettes YouTube videos with the MANGAINING, where you're not really doing a bulk, because doing a bulk, we found out, is a bad thing, because then you have to cut down. So then you're doing a really hardcore dieting method to cut, which makes you feel really weak and fatigued. So I'm trying to do the whole MANGAINING thing, where I'm eating just maybe 100 or 200 calories more than I need daily, because I'm very active. And that way you can not build so much fat, but you can still build muscle consistently. So it won't be a really fast process, but it's a lot healthier of a process. So that's what I've been trying to do. That's why I've cut back to about 172 pounds, just weighed myself. I feel better at the 172 pound mark in the first place overall, with energy and strength and things like that. But I do have an ultimate goal to be at 175. You definitely want to make small steps for goals, so it can be a reasonable thing, things that you can actually accomplish in a reasonable amount of time. I do have an ultimate goal, which is to get to 200 pounds, but that's in the distance. My first goal is to be at 175 pounds and look pretty shredded. I think I'm around 15% body fat right now. I'd like to get a little bit lower, but I still, again, I'm trying to maintain, so I'm still trying to get muscle at the same time. I'm not that concerned about being super ripped at the moment, but yeah, I think I'm around maybe 15% body fat. If you want, you can chime in the comments, let me know what you think. But yeah, that's another reason why I don't have my shirt on. I wanted to show what I have at the moment. So I'm gonna hit you with some flexes. Don't get too impressed, right? That's what I got. That's what I'm working with at the moment. That's the current stats that I have. I do want to go over a couple other things, like the supplements that I'm taking. And also keep in mind, unfortunately, I'm only able to go to the gym about 2 to 3 times a week, which sucks. There for a while, I was doing it 6 days a week. Well, I did that for almost a year, honestly. But yeah, I got burnt out on that. Also got a different job, so my availability is definitely different, and I'm also trying to make sure I get enough sleep every night. So a lot of times I have to sacrifice the sleep sometimes during the week, get up 3 o'clock in the morning and hit the gym, so I have the time in the day to do it. But I'm also trying to keep that balance and making sure I get enough sleep, because right now I might get 6 to 7 hours of sleep, which I think is pretty good, but if I'm getting up at 3 in the morning to hit the gym, maybe 4.5, 5 hours, so it's not always a good thing. So at the moment, I'm only able to get to the gym maybe 2 or 3 times a week, which really sucks. But I'm trying to do this whole process in the healthiest way possible, make sure I keep energy and keep feeling good, and so I don't get burned out like I did to myself. But yeah, also my diet still sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm, not really trying that hard. I have to be honest, which that, you know, your diet is just as important as actually going to the gym and moving weights around efficiently and doing that properly. I did cut back on sugars. You know, my wife's cutting back on sugars. I told her I would absolutely do that too. I do feel a lot better not consuming so much sugars and snacks and things like that. Man, that stuff takes a toll on me now that I'm 30 years old. If I eat a bunch of sugars throughout a week, man, I lose energy. I crash really hard, but I feel a lot better cutting back on sugars and things like that. But yeah, I do want to jump into the supplements. The first supplement that I take every single day is 500 milligrams of fish/krill oil. That's got all your omega-3 fatty acids and things like that in it to help fight inflammation. It's really good for preventing heart disease. You know, I'm sure a lot of people already know about fish oil, but it's definitely a good thing to take a good amount of that. The next thing I take is 1,000 milligrams of garlic extract. Now, this contains a lot of antioxidants and reduces the risk for cardiovascular disease, and high blood pressure, which is like really important when you're on testosterone replacement therapy, because raising your testosterone levels can make these things accelerate. So you don't want that, right? That's really bad for you. This is something that you need to keep in check, and you need to do, by all means, take supplements and keep an eye on these things to try to make sure those risks stay low. So I take 1,000 milligrams of garlic extract every day. Then I take 600 milligrams of NAC, which helps protect the liver and kidneys. You know, one thing I thought was kind of wild was I just heard on More Plates, More Dates video that the FDA, I believe, is trying to take NAC off the market, which is insane. I don't really know what their reason is for that. He said that they don't even sell it on Amazon anymore, which is where I used to get NAC on. So I don't really know what's going on with that. I hope they don't ban it. You know, I don't really know what type of harmful thing or illegal substance NAC has in it, because I'm pretty sure it's been used for a long time for a lot of different reasons. So it even helps prevent neurological damage. So I really don't understand why, but at the moment I take 600 milligrams of that every day to help my liver and kidneys, because of all the things that they break down. You know, definitely want to keep those functioning properly. The next thing I take is 175 milligrams of milk thistle, which is also a thing to help protect the liver, and it also slows the decline in age-related brain function, which is really important to me. Again, I know I'm only 30, but why not try to do all these things to be preventative first, right? To slow those processes down. Then I take, my TRT doctor recommended this. I've never heard of it. I did the research and started taking it, and I might destroy the pronunciation of it, but I take 100 milligrams of ginkgo biloba, maybe, I think that's how you pronounce it. And that is great for your cardiovascular system, also in reducing blood sugar, as well as a huge list of other health benefits. I'm pretty sure this is a plant or a tree from Asia, maybe, or something like that. I can't remember where I read it's from, but it's really good for your cardiovascular system. And again, when you're on testosterone, it's very important to keep all the blood flow and all those things in check. Your whole cardiovascular system needs to be in check. You need to stay on top of that. You need to do your research, find the supplements that can help you benefit, and make preventative measures for yourself, right? And then the next thing I take is 25 milligrams of turmeric extract. And this helps you with inflammation and keeps your LDL cholesterol in a good range. Your LDL cholesterol is the bad one, per se. That can cause plaque on the walls of your cardiovascular system. Your LDL, your cholesterol, the bad one, can get jacked up on testosterone replacement therapy. This is another thing, again, you gotta stay on top of. You gotta make sure that, you know, you're not getting your arteries clogged up, things like that over time. It's a very dangerous thing. So I take that to try to help prevent that from happening. And then the last thing I take is just a regular multivitamin. I think everybody should be taking that. right? Well, this isn't the last thing, but I think everybody should obviously be taking some type of multivitamin, because when you eat as bad as I do, unfortunately, you're not getting all the minerals and vitamins and nutrients that you need in your body. So this can help kind of substitute a little bit for those things. It's always better to get as many vitamins as you can in your diet, you know, eating it, versus having to use a supplement. But, you know, unfortunately, it's really hard to do that and maintain that on a daily basis. So I take a multivitamin to help me with that. And then the last thing I'm just gonna throw in there, because again, it's another important thing, is I take vitamin D. Unfortunately, I can't remember. I think it is, I believe it's 3,000 IUs of vitamin D a day. I can't remember, I didn't write that one down. But yeah, I think it's 3,000 IUs a day of that. And that's because when I did get my blood work done the first time, I forgot to mention, I was super deficient in that, which I found out from my general doctor that that's an extremely common thing. Vitamin D is what you get from, you know, the sun and a lot of other foods and drinks and things like that. But a lot of people are really prone and deficient in vitamin D. So I started taking that. And also supposedly it helps with fighting the old coronavirus, which I don't want to really touch into that subject. But yeah, I take vitamin D, 3,000 IUs a day to help me get that back in my body. But yeah, man, that's where I'm at. Those are the stats that I have at the moment. Again, I set a goal of 175 and to try to be shredded, maybe in the 12% range by the summer, I'm hoping. We'll see. I definitely need to improve my diet, and I definitely need to get into the gym, I think, you know, 3 to 4 times a week versus the 2, maybe 3 times a week. So I definitely need to make that happen. That's my first goal. I want, you know, you guys to know that you can do these things too. Set these small goals, whether it's fitness or dieting, any type of health related thing. You need to set these small goals and you can achieve them. You just need to make it happen. You need to put the time in, and you need to be mentally strong on yourself, because anybody can go set these goals and make them happen, you know? It's sometimes when we fail, when we set a goal and we fail, it's a opportunity to look at it and learn from it, to learn why you failed, what you can change, what you can improve to make yourself reach it. And I want people to know that that's what you can do. You can make these things happen. So definitely stay strong, mentally and physically. Keep working at whatever you're trying to achieve, because you'll get there. And if you can, please hit that subscribe button. Throw some comments in there for me, please, because I'm trying to get in that algorithm. I'm trying to get this channel flowing and popping. So I would really appreciate that. All right, later guys, appreciate it.